Let's discuss the terms of the contract.
让我们讨论一下合同的条款。
Let's discuss the terms of the contract. We need to negotiate the price.
我们需要谈判价格。
We need to negotiate the price. Can we reach a compromise?
我们能达成妥协吗？
Can we reach a compromise? What is your best offer?
你方的最佳报价是多少？
What is your best offer? We are open to negotiations.
我们愿意谈判。
We are open to negotiations. I think we can find a middle ground.
我认为我们可以找到一个折中的方案。
I think we can find a middle ground. Let's meet halfway.
让我们各退一步。
Let's meet halfway. We cannot agree to those terms.
我们无法同意这些条款。
We cannot agree to those terms. Could you clarify your position?
你能澄清一下你方的立场吗？
Could you clarify your position? Our primary concern is the delivery time.
我们主要关心的是交货时间。
Our primary concern is the delivery time. What is your counteroffer?
你的还价是什么？
What is your counteroffer? We need to consider the long-term benefits.
我们需要考虑长期的利益。
We need to consider the long-term benefits. Can you provide a discount for bulk orders?
你们可以为大宗订单提供折扣吗？
Can you provide a discount for bulk orders? Let's review the payment terms.
让我们审查一下付款条款。
Let's review the payment terms. We need more time to evaluate your proposal.
我们需要更多时间来评估你的提议。
We need more time to evaluate your proposal. How flexible are you on this issue?
你们在这个问题上有多灵活？
How flexible are you on this issue? We would like to propose an alternative solution.
我们想提出一个替代方案。
We would like to propose an alternative solution. Let's focus on the key points.
让我们专注于关键点。
Let's focus on the key points. We need to ensure mutual benefits.
我们需要确保双方利益。
We need to ensure mutual benefits. Can we arrange a follow-up meeting?
我们可以安排一次跟进会议吗？
Can we arrange a follow-up meeting? We are willing to make concessions.
我们愿意做出让步。
We are willing to make concessions. This condition is non-negotiable.
这个条件是不可谈判的。
This condition is non-negotiable. Let's finalize the deal.
让我们敲定交易。
Let's finalize the deal. I think we are close to an agreement.
我认为我们接近达成协议了。
I think we are close to an agreement. We need to discuss the timeline for implementation.
我们需要讨论实施的时间表。
We need to discuss the timeline for implementation. What is your position on this issue?
你们在这个问题上的立场是什么？
What is your position on this issue? We cannot accept these conditions as they are.
我们无法接受这些原样的条件。
We cannot accept these conditions as they are. How about we split the difference?
我们各退一步怎么样？
How about we split the difference? We are looking for a win-win solution.
我们正在寻找双赢的解决方案。
We are looking for a win-win solution. Let's break the issue down into smaller parts.
让我们把问题分解成几个小部分。
Let's break the issue down into smaller parts. Can you explain your pricing strategy?
你能解释一下你们的定价策略吗？
Can you explain your pricing strategy? We would like to revisit this issue later.
我们希望稍后重新讨论这个问题。
We would like to revisit this issue later. We need to reach an agreement today.
我们今天需要达成协议。
We need to reach an agreement today. How will this impact our future cooperation?
这将如何影响我们未来的合作？
How will this impact our future cooperation? We would like to extend the deadline.
我们希望延长截止日期。
We would like to extend the deadline. What are the penalties for late delivery?
延迟交货的处罚是什么？
What are the penalties for late delivery? Let's consider the risks involved.
让我们考虑一下涉及的风险。
Let's consider the risks involved. We are happy with the current proposal.
我们对目前的提议感到满意。
We are happy with the current proposal. This is our final offer.
这是我们的最终报价。
This is our final offer. We need some flexibility on this matter.
我们在这个问题上需要一些灵活性。
We need some flexibility on this matter. How do you see our future collaboration?
你如何看待我们未来的合作？
How do you see our future collaboration? Let's focus on the most urgent issues first.
让我们先专注于最紧急的问题。
Let's focus on the most urgent issues first. We have some reservations about this point.
我们对这一点有些保留。
We have some reservations about this point. Could you give us some time to think it over?
你能给我们一些时间考虑吗？
Could you give us some time to think it over? Let's agree on the delivery terms.
让我们同意交货条款。
Let's agree on the delivery terms. We need to renegotiate the terms.
我们需要重新谈判条款。
We need to renegotiate the terms. This point requires further discussion.
这一点需要进一步讨论。
This point requires further discussion. We need a written agreement to confirm this.
我们需要书面协议来确认这一点。
We need a written agreement to confirm this. Let's schedule another meeting to finalize the details.
让我们安排另一次会议来敲定细节。
Let's schedule another meeting to finalize the details. We are committed to finding a solution.
我们致力于找到解决方案。
We are committed to finding a solution. This offer is time sensitive.
这个报价是有时效性的。
This offer is time sensitive. We need to consult with our legal team.
我们需要咨询我们的法律团队。
We need to consult with our legal team. What are your expectations regarding the timeline?
你们对时间表有什么预期？
What are your expectations regarding the timeline? This term is negotiable.
这个条款是可以谈判的。
This term is negotiable. Let's move on to the next item on the agenda.
让我们进入议程的下一个项目。
Let's move on to the next item on the agenda. We appreciate your cooperation.
我们感谢您的合作。
We appreciate your cooperation. We need to address this issue before proceeding.
我们在继续之前需要解决这个问题。
We need to address this issue before proceeding. We are not satisfied with the current offer.
我们对当前的报价不满意。
We are not satisfied with the current offer. Can you confirm the details in writing?
你能以书面形式确认这些细节吗？
Can you confirm the details in writing? We are happy to move forward with this proposal.
我们很高兴继续推进这个提议。
We are happy to move forward with this proposal. Could you lower the price by 5%?
你能把价格降低5%吗？
Could you lower the price by 5%? We need to reassess the situation.
我们需要重新评估情况。
We need to reassess the situation. What are the benefits of your proposal?
你方提议的好处是什么？
What are the benefits of your proposal? We have reached a mutual understanding.
我们已经达成了共识。
We have reached a mutual understanding. Let's ensure that all details are clearly outlined.
让我们确保所有细节都清楚地列出。
Let's ensure that all details are clearly outlined. We need to look into this further.
我们需要进一步研究这个问题。
We need to look into this further. This is a key point in the negotiation.
这是谈判中的关键点。
This is a key point in the negotiation. We are willing to explore other options.
我们愿意探索其他选择。
We are willing to explore other options. Let's take a short break before we continue.
让我们休息一下，然后继续。
Let's take a short break before we continue. We are prepared to make an offer.
我们准备好了，提出报价。
We are prepared to make an offer. We expect full transparency on all terms.
我们希望所有条款都能完全透明。
We expect full transparency on all terms. This agreement is conditional upon approval.
这项协议以获得批准为条件。
This agreement is conditional upon approval. We are facing a budget constraint.
我们面临预算限制。
We are facing a budget constraint. What is your policy on refunds?
你们的退款政策是什么？
What is your policy on refunds? We would like to finalize this by next week.
我们希望在下周之前敲定这件事。
We would like to finalize this by next week. What is your time frame for implementation?
你们的实施时间表是什么？
What is your time frame for implementation? Let's revisit this topic after reviewing the data.
在审查数据后，我们再回到这个话题。
Let's revisit this topic after reviewing the data. We are confident in our proposal.
我们对我们的提议充满信心。
We are confident in our proposal. What are your expectations for the outcome?
你对结果的期望是什么？
What are your expectations for the outcome? We need to reconsider our position.
我们需要重新考虑我们的立场。
We need to reconsider our position. Let's ensure mutual satisfaction with the terms.
让我们确保双方对条款都满意。
Let's ensure mutual satisfaction with the terms. This is a sensitive issue that needs careful handling.
这是一个需要小心处理的敏感问题。
This is a sensitive issue that needs careful handling. We aim to build a long-term partnership.
我们的目标是建立长期的合作伙伴关系。
We aim to build a long-term partnership. What additional support can you provide?
你能提供什么额外的支持？
What additional support can you provide? We should address any potential risks up front.
我们应该预先解决任何潜在的风险。
We should address any potential risks up front. Could you provide a more detailed breakdown?
你能提供更详细的分解吗？
Could you provide a more detailed breakdown? Can we postpone the deadline?
我们可以推迟截止日期吗？
Can we postpone the deadline? We expect you to meet our quality standards.
我们希望你们达到我们的质量标准。
We expect you to meet our quality standards. Let's focus on finding a mutually beneficial solution.
让我们专注于找到一个双方都受益的解决方案。
Let's focus on finding a mutually beneficial solution. We need to consider the potential risks.
我们需要考虑潜在的风险。
We need to consider the potential risks. Could you clarify the payment schedule?
你能澄清一下付款时间表吗？
Could you clarify the payment schedule? This issue needs immediate attention.
这个问题需要立即处理。
This issue needs immediate attention. We hope to conclude the negotiation today.
我们希望今天结束谈判。
We hope to conclude the negotiation today. What are your thoughts on the revised proposal?
你对修改后的提议有什么看法？
What are your thoughts on the revised proposal? Let's find a way to reduce the costs.
让我们找一种降低成本的办法。
Let's find a way to reduce the costs. We need to finalize the payment method.
我们需要确定付款方式。
We need to finalize the payment method. We are open to further discussions.
我们愿意进一步讨论。
We are open to further discussions. Let's ensure the contract covers all necessary aspects.
让我们确保合同涵盖所有必要的方面。
Let's ensure the contract covers all necessary aspects. We should discuss the warranty terms.
我们应该讨论一下保修条款。
We should discuss the warranty terms. What are the expected outcomes?
预期的结果是什么？
What are the expected outcomes? Could you provide a timeline for completion?
你能提供一个完成的时间表吗？
Could you provide a timeline for completion? We need more flexibility in the delivery dates.
我们在交货日期上需要更多的灵活性。
We need more flexibility in the delivery dates. Let's go over the details one more time.
让我们再过一遍细节。
Let's go over the details one more time. We need to address any unresolved issues.
我们需要解决任何未解决的问题。
We need to address any unresolved issues. What is your company's return policy?
你们公司的退货政策是什么？
What is your company's return policy? We are satisfied with the current arrangement.
我们对目前的安排感到满意。
We are satisfied with the current arrangement. Could you reconsider your stance on this?
你能重新考虑一下你们的立场吗？
Could you reconsider your stance on this? We need to agree on the delivery schedule.
我们需要就交货时间表达成一致。
We need to agree on the delivery schedule. Let's avoid any potential misunderstandings.
让我们避免任何潜在的误解。
Let's avoid any potential misunderstandings. This contract will benefit both parties.
这份合同将使双方受益。
This contract will benefit both parties. Could you explain the late payment fees?
你能解释一下延迟付款的费用吗？
Could you explain the late payment fees? We should plan for possible contingencies.
我们应该为可能的意外情况做好计划。
We should plan for possible contingencies. What's your take on the proposed changes?
你对提议的变化有什么看法？
What's your take on the proposed changes? Let's make sure all key points are addressed.
让我们确保所有关键点都被处理。
Let's make sure all key points are addressed. We are willing to extend the contract.
我们愿意延长合同。
We are willing to extend the contract. Can we renegotiate the terms if necessary?
如果有必要，我们可以重新谈判条款吗？
Can we renegotiate the terms if necessary? We should draft a detailed agreement.
我们应该拟定一个详细的协议。
We should draft a detailed agreement. We would like to lock in the price for future orders.
我们希望为未来的订单锁定价格。
We would like to lock in the price for future orders. What guarantees do you offer on product quality?
你们对产品质量提供什么保证？
What guarantees do you offer on product quality? We need confirmation on the delivery dates.
我们需要确认交货日期。
We need confirmation on the delivery dates. Let's identify the priorities for this project.
让我们确定这个项目的优先事项。
Let's identify the priorities for this project. We will need to follow up on this issue.
我们需要跟进这个问题。
We will need to follow up on this issue. We are prepared to accept the current proposal.
我们准备接受当前的提议。
We are prepared to accept the current proposal. What's your strategy for handling unforeseen issues?
你们应对不可预见问题的策略是什么？
What's your strategy for handling unforeseen issues? Let's agree on a time frame for delivery.
让我们就交货时间表达成一致。
Let's agree on a time frame for delivery. We need to ensure all legal requirements are met.
我们需要确保所有法律要求都得到满足。
We need to ensure all legal requirements are met. This price is outside of our budget.
这个价格超出了我们的预算。
This price is outside of our budget. We would like to revise the project scope.
我们想修改项目的范围。
We would like to revise the project scope. What are your thoughts on the project timeline?
你对项目时间表有何看法？
What are your thoughts on the project timeline? We need to be clear on the terms of service.
我们需要明确服务条款。
We need to be clear on the terms of service. Could you confirm the quantities needed?
你能确认所需的数量吗？
Could you confirm the quantities needed? Let's ensure we have a contingency plan.
让我们确保有应急计划。
Let's ensure we have a contingency plan. What are the next steps in the negotiation process?
谈判过程的下一步是什么？
What are the next steps in the negotiation process? We would like to finalize everything by the end of the month.
我们希望在月底前敲定一切。
We would like to finalize everything by the end of the month. We need a solution that works for both parties.
我们需要一个对双方都有利的解决方案。
We need a solution that works for both parties. Could you provide a cost breakdown?
你能提供费用明细吗？
Could you provide a cost breakdown? Let's discuss the potential for future collaborations.
让我们讨论未来合作的潜力。
Let's discuss the potential for future collaborations. We need to prioritize our most important issues.
我们需要优先处理我们最重要的问题。
We need to prioritize our most important issues. This proposal is acceptable under certain conditions.
在某些条件下，这个提议是可以接受的。
This proposal is acceptable under certain conditions. We are willing to explore alternative options.
我们愿意探索替代选项。
We are willing to explore alternative options. Let's work together to resolve this issue.
让我们共同努力解决这个问题。
Let's work together to resolve this issue. We need to ensure the contract is legally binding.
我们需要确保合同具有法律约束力。
We need to ensure the contract is legally binding. What are the potential drawbacks of this proposal?
这个提议的潜在缺点是什么？
What are the potential drawbacks of this proposal? We are looking for a fair and reasonable solution.
我们正在寻找一个公平合理的解决方案。
We are looking for a fair and reasonable solution. Let's assess the impact of these changes.
让我们评估这些变化的影响。
Let's assess the impact of these changes. Could you give us a written confirmation of the agreement?
你能给我们一个书面的协议确认吗？
Could you give us a written confirmation of the agreement? We need to discuss the logistics of delivery.
我们需要讨论交付的物流问题。
We need to discuss the logistics of delivery. This is our best offer at the moment.
这是我们目前的最佳报价。
This is our best offer at the moment. Let's review the financial implications.
让我们审查一下财务影响。
Let's review the financial implications. We need a solution that can be implemented quickly.
我们需要一个可以快速实施的解决方案。
We need a solution that can be implemented quickly. What additional resources will be needed?
还需要哪些额外的资源？
What additional resources will be needed? We are ready to proceed with the next phase.
我们准备好进入下一阶段了。
We are ready to proceed with the next phase. Let's ensure all agreements are properly documented.
让我们确保所有协议都得到妥善记录。
Let's ensure all agreements are properly documented. We expect transparency in all aspects of the deal.
我们希望交易的所有方面都能透明化。
We expect transparency in all aspects of the deal. We need to align our expectations.
我们需要对齐我们的期望。
We need to align our expectations. What are the projected costs for the next year?
明年的预计成本是多少？
What are the projected costs for the next year? Could you provide a status update on the project?
你能提供一下项目的最新状态吗？
Could you provide a status update on the project? Let's discuss the key deliverables.
让我们讨论一下关键的交付成果。
Let's discuss the key deliverables. We are aiming for a long-term partnership.
我们的目标是建立长期合作关系。
We are aiming for a long-term partnership. This proposal is contingent upon further approval.
这个提议有待进一步批准。
This proposal is contingent upon further approval. Let's ensure all parties are aligned on the objectives.
让我们确保所有各方的目标一致。
Let's ensure all parties are aligned on the objectives. We need to agree on a payment schedule.
我们需要就付款计划达成一致。
We need to agree on a payment schedule. What is the expected completion date?
预期的完成日期是什么时候？
What is the expected completion date? We would like to discuss the scope of the project.
我们想讨论项目的范围。
We would like to discuss the scope of the project. We need more details on the implementation process.
我们需要更多关于实施过程的细节。
We need more details on the implementation process. Let's avoid any ambiguity in the contract.
让我们避免合同中的任何含糊不清之处。
Let's avoid any ambiguity in the contract. We expect to receive regular progress reports.
我们希望收到定期的进度报告。
We expect to receive regular progress reports. What are the criteria for success?
成功的标准是什么？
What are the criteria for success? Could we discuss the payment options available?
我们可以讨论可用的付款选项吗？
Could we discuss the payment options available? We need to agree on the timeline for deliverables.
我们需要就交付物的时间表达成一致。
We need to agree on the timeline for deliverables. Let's ensure all stakeholders are informed.
让我们确保所有利益相关者都被通知到。
Let's ensure all stakeholders are informed. What are your main concerns about the proposal?
你对提案的主要担忧是什么？
What are your main concerns about the proposal? We need a more detailed project plan.
我们需要一个更详细的项目计划。
We need a more detailed project plan. Let's discuss how to share the risks.
让我们讨论如何分担风险。
Let's discuss how to share the risks. We would appreciate more flexibility on pricing.
我们希望在定价上有更多的灵活性。
We would appreciate more flexibility on pricing. Could you explain the service level agreement, SLA?
你能解释一下服务水平协议 SLA 吗？
Could you explain the service level agreement, SLA? We need to clarify the roles and responsibilities.
我们需要明确角色和责任。
We need to clarify the roles and responsibilities. What is your preferred method of communication?
你们偏好的沟通方式是什么？
What is your preferred method of communication? We are interested in discussing future collaborations.
我们有兴趣讨论未来的合作。
We are interested in discussing future collaborations. Could you provide an estimate of the total cost?
你能提供总成本的估算吗？
Could you provide an estimate of the total cost? Let's make sure the deadlines are realistic.
让我们确保截止日期是现实可行的。
Let's make sure the deadlines are realistic. We need to review the performance benchmarks.
我们需要审查绩效基准。
We need to review the performance benchmarks. What is your approach to handling delays?
你们处理延误的方式是什么？
What is your approach to handling delays? Let's discuss the intellectual property rights.
让我们讨论一下知识产权问题。
Let's discuss the intellectual property rights. We need to address any legal concerns.
我们需要处理任何法律问题。
We need to address any legal concerns. Could we schedule a follow-up meeting?
我们可以安排一次后续会议吗？
Could we schedule a follow-up meeting? We are committed to a successful outcome for both sides.
我们致力于为双方取得成功的结果。
We are committed to a successful outcome for both sides. Let's discuss the termination clauses.
让我们讨论一下终止条款。
Let's discuss the termination clauses. We need to formalize the terms of the agreement.
我们需要将协议条款正式化。
We need to formalize the terms of the agreement. Could you confirm the final specifications?
你能确认最终的规格吗？
Could you confirm the final specifications? We expect the contract to be signed by the end of the week.
我们希望合同能在本周末前签署。
We expect the contract to be signed by the end of the week. Let's ensure the agreement is in line with industry standards.
让我们确保协议符合行业标准。
Let's ensure the agreement is in line with industry standards. What are the penalties for breach of contract?
违反合同的处罚是什么？
What are the penalties for breach of contract? We would like to negotiate better payment terms.
我们想要谈判更好的付款条件。
We would like to negotiate better payment terms. Let's review the implementation timeline.
让我们审查一下实施时间表。
Let's review the implementation timeline. Could you provide more information on your product warranty?
你能提供更多关于你们产品保修的信息吗？
Could you provide more information on your product warranty? We are interested in extending our partnership.
我们有兴趣延长合作关系。
We are interested in extending our partnership. Let's discuss the process for amending the contract.
让我们讨论一下修改合同的流程。
Let's discuss the process for amending the contract. We need to align our interests for the long term.
我们需要使我们的利益在长期内保持一致。
We need to align our interests for the long term. Could you elaborate on your contingency plans?
你能详细说明一下你们的应急计划吗？
Could you elaborate on your contingency plans? We are prepared to move forward with the current terms.
我们准备按照现有条款继续推进。
We are prepared to move forward with the current terms. Let's ensure the terms are mutually beneficial.
让我们确保条款是互惠互利的。
Let's ensure the terms are mutually beneficial. What are the key deliverables for this phase?
这一阶段的关键交付成果是什么？
What are the key deliverables for this phase? We need to address any potential roadblocks early on.
我们需要尽早解决任何潜在的障碍。
We need to address any potential roadblocks early on. Could you outline the expected timelines for future projects?
你能概述未来项目的预期时间表吗？
Could you outline the expected timelines for future projects? We are committed to delivering high-quality results.
我们致力于提供高质量的成果。
We are committed to delivering high-quality results. Let's discuss the financial aspects in more detail.
让我们更详细地讨论财务方面的问题。
Let's discuss the financial aspects in more detail. We expect to receive regular updates on progress.
我们希望定期收到进展更新。
We expect to receive regular updates on progress. Could you provide a written summary of the meeting?
你能提供一份会议的书面总结吗？
Could you provide a written summary of the meeting? Let's ensure all conditions are met before signing.
让我们确保在签署之前满足所有条件。
Let's ensure all conditions are met before signing. We would like to review the agreement one last time.
我们希望最后审查一次协议。
We would like to review the agreement one last time. What's the best way to proceed from here?
从这里开始，最好的推进方式是什么？
What's the best way to proceed from here? Let's focus on finding common ground.
让我们专注于找到共同点。
Let's focus on finding common ground. We need to finalize the contract by next week.
我们需要在下周前敲定合同。
We need to finalize the contract by next week. Could you outline the next steps in this process?
你能概述一下这个过程的下一步是什么吗？
Could you outline the next steps in this process?